Alright guys, here it is. You guys have been asking for it for quite a while and I've been sort of putting it off, but I finally downloaded the Paranoia Pack. So we're going to be doing a zoo based on that with all kinds of cryptid animals and mythological animals and other creepy things like that. I figured it's October, we're heading towards Halloween, so really what better time is there to do something like this. The general theme of the zoo is going to be just creepy, spooky, Halloween-y type things, not necessarily just mythological animals. Definitely will be some normal animals as well, possibly some extinct animals. I kind of would like to do, I had an idea of maybe trying to do it so there's some exhibits that are kind of themed off of some creatures from horror movies or scary movies like that. Like I thought about maybe doing a Megalodon exhibit that is kind of based on like Jaws, like a Jaws themed exhibit. Something like that would be kind of cool. Just sort of thinking out loud, I guess. Let me guys know if you think something like that's a good idea. But yeah, right here, just building the entrance. Nothing too complex about it. It's pretty simple, but definitely has the right look to it, I think. And as you guys have seen already from the title and the thumbnail, this will be Monster Menagerie is the name of the zoo. Thought that'd be a pretty appropriate name based on the theme. And then over here, I'm going to be building a like a food court type area with all kind of condensed into one building rather than have a bunch of buildings scattered around, like a lot of food courts tend to be in this game, just because that's how most of the downloads and how most of the base game items are as well. But I found a way to get around that I think looks pretty effective. And because I think it's more realistic that way, even though this is not a zoo that's going to be striving for total realism, but just in general it's something I'm working on trying to focus more on. So, but yeah, I wasn't totally sold on the Paranoia Pack at first. I looked at a lot of the animals from it and I was like, I don't know if I really would use any of this stuff, to be honest. But after downloading it, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's pretty cool from it. Not all the animals. Like some of the animals are pretty cool, but mostly it's all the items that come with it, all of the statues and arches and things like that. A lot of the foliage is actually really cool. Definitely going to use a lot of that stuff. Like I love these big arches here. There's a lot that I can do with those. So yeah, and right here what I'm doing is I'm just sort of hiding these food stands, sort of make it look like they're part of the building itself. You saw some of that in my Oasis zoo that I'm building, and I'm definitely going to try and do a lot more of that going forward. I think it's really effective and definitely makes it look more realistic than just having these little tiny food stands placed around the zoo. It took me a little while to get this quite right. It was hard to find the right look that I wanted to make them look actually inside the building and not just right up against it. I think the bathrooms actually worked really well. They actually kind of blend together with the wood itself. Didn't have to really do too much with that, but concealing the other food stands and stuff a little bit more difficult. I would probably have used a different brick, because I'm using like that cobblestone kind of thing. If I had a choice, I would like something a little bit darker, but that's really all I had, so that's what I went with. I did put these dark wood panels on the ground to replace the other wood padding, just because I think it looks a little bit better. It's a little bit darker, and then people can still walk over it no problem. So that's what I'm doing with that. Not too much to say about this. You guys can definitely let me know what animals you would like to see in the second episode. I still need to make like an actual eating area for the guests, like where they can sit down and grab a meal and to eat and all that. Might build something, might try to disguise a restaurant and make it look a little bit spookier as well. I'm not sure yet. So that's something I will do, but I don't know if I want to do it next one or if I want to actually get into building some exhibits. So you guys can let me know what you would like to see in terms of the animals. I will be doing this series all the way up through October and then finishing it around Halloween time. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say as far as that goes. Here I'm kind of concealing this dessert stand. There's a few parts you'll see at the end where I do a little tour that you can still see the yellow of the roof, and I do conceal that off camera. There's definitely a little bit of touch-up work that I do, that I'll do off camera, and some will be on camera. You guys can let me know as well if you would rather see a little bit longer episodes. They're all going to be in the same format of me, doing post-commentary over the time-lapse, but I could do a little bit longer if you guys wanted. Right now we're looking at about 6 or 7 minutes. I'd like to probably keep it in that range unless you guys really want me to do longer. I could do something like 10 to 15 or something like that, but you guys can just let me know and let me know what you think about that. I do love the way those trees look, by the way, those really dark colored oaks. I'm definitely going to be using those a lot, and not just in this zoo, but going forward, because I really like those. But here we're just sort of going around and looking at what I've built and how it all turned out. I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, I did a little touch-up work to make it look a little better off camera, so I'm very pleased with the finished product, and hopefully you guys like it as well. I hope you guys are excited for the series. I know I am, so look forward to see what you guys have to say in the comments, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching.